All right, I want to document. This is 5PFD Z21. This is 1804 number 3. They are acting with a commercial actor that was driving in a white van, similar to the demon that you've already witnessed. They come and pick up the third-party group stalkers in the vans, and then when driving out of the property, you saw impossible light activity swipe across the black gate. They're engaging in the same demonic behavioral pattern that you witnessed also Universal Waste Incorporated engaging in while they are here before morning hours, and impossible light was moving across my ceiling, and I took a picture of that. You could see that light appearing in the ceiling in the corner. It's impossible light activity. This is a demon. All right, and they're acting with what are the commercial actors that are driving in the property. And so witness, I want to document because that's documentation of not only terrorism, the people of the state that engage in this ongoing act of terror, they will be placed in mental facilities throughout the country. So that's exactly what's happening they're acting with a commercial actor. They were pacing. So his vehicle drives in, this van drives in, while the other third party, which was a commercial actor, the people of the state, coming onto the ground to engage in the pattern of conduct, engaging in the same exact demonic activity. And they are doing so. Driving by is the demonic patrolling conduct, crossing path, group stalking in the parking lot for purposes of, in the event that I grab my communication device, that's what this demon was doing. They are engaged in ongoing ceaseless group stalking. They are a part of the same criminal act. The entity is, while they are group stalking in the parking lot, while those two demons were in vehicles pacing, impossible light is swiping across this is my bedroom wall in my bedroom. Excuse me, this is the wall in my bedroom. And you've already seen Universal Waste. That's exactly what Universal Waste did. And as you see, at daytime and at nighttime, there is no occurrence of any sort of light in the same way that you saw the demon, because that's exactly what they are. The demon's living in apartment 1818, apartment number 4. The address is 1818 North Alvarado Street, apartment number 4, the Ons, AHN. This is an aged Asian couple. And while they are driving their vehicle in the video that is published at the time, 1:33 p.m., this is last week. Again, I will continue to remind you about that because that's exactly what these demons engaged in. They engage in the same demonic behavior, which is to cross path with engineered light that moves all across the surfaces. This is because they are monitoring. It is also an act of aggression by a demon-possessed psychopath, all right, who is hostile to my documentation. So another commercial vehicle like this, when they reverse, it creates the beeping sound with simultaneity to the sound of that beeping while I'm in my room. Impossible light activity, as I've already documented Universal Waste engaging in, it was the exact same light activity. An impossibility, but you're looking at the exact same pattern in the same phenomenon, the same specific environment. This is a demon-possessed population. This is the people of the state. These are the threats that they pose, and they will be subject to what is placement into mental facilities while they engage in terrorizing American citizens, especially those that are enforcing their rights. Okay, Access is a state actor. This is a public entity that's engaging in sponsoring federal group stalking and monitoring with knowledge of the fact that it's being documented. They were monitoring with the Los Angeles Police Department in helicopter, while, by the way, the entity was setting the light source on that day when I documented that actor that's going to federal prison. I got close-up images of her. No public entity, no commercial actor is going to protect the employee that is present in the name of that business while they're engaging in the act of terrorism on behalf of the entity. They will go to federal prison as they act with those corrupt law enforcement agencies. So I want to document that. The entity is engaging in what is terrorism, having commercial actors. This is the people of the state. And then this individual right here, I'm going to document them because they're going to be subject to what are mental examinations, and they will be subject to, I want you to see my finger because I'm pointing at that one. They will be going to what are mental institutions, also monitoring with the corrupt law enforcement agencies. They're going to federal prison. This is how you're going to treat the demon-possessed that are engaging in and practicing what are acts of terrorism. Okay, this is LAPD. It's not a coincidence. That's why they're going to federal prison. That's the public entity Access that's monitoring and sponsoring, monitoring, facilitating. And I want to be clear, he's going to federal prison. While you document the people, the entity acts in such aggressive manners. He's going to federal prison. And he's dirt old, okay? He's going to federal prison. It doesn't matter how old they are. That's Access, the public entity. This is the people of the state crossing path, creating activity in the specific environment where, by the way, 9 hours from now, the entity is placing a light source right here over my apartment as though the sun is setting. Circumstances is that the operation of the natural environment, it's beyond a coincidence that the Los Angeles Police Department, a heavily documented demon-possessed actor engaging in the same pre-existing pattern that has been documented. The Ontario Police Department are group stalking under what is the specific environment. There is no sun, in other words, over the Ovid Family Community Library, where the Ontario Police Department are documented day in and day out, flying over my head just like the Los Angeles Police Department did just now. Okay, this is speaking to what is the incrimination of the people of the state. Not only Access is liable right now for not only civil but criminal damages. Who that person is that's driving that vehicle at this time on this date, none of this is going to be a mystery. You are breaking down. All I'm showing you is what an entity is doing and the ongoing real-time knowledge that they have while they do it, and it's revealing to you, you already know what a psychopath is, what a danger to the public is, where a demon is in a position of law enforcement and their group stalking in helicopters and bearing weapons, driving in police vehicles around in the county, and they're all listening to me at the same time, sounding their sirens with simultaneity to what I'm doing while I'm both either inside or walking around in the property. These are demons that are surrounding, and it's a criminal system. It's a criminalization of demonic conduct operated by a public entity. That is obvious. You need to understand you're witnessing the threat that the people of the state are. They engage in kidnapping, they engage in criminal summoning, they engage in acts of terrorism while they are outwardly demonstrating their demon possession, just like this third-party group stalker did in this gold van, just like a state actor driving an access vehicle. Access is a state actor. It's not a third party. That is a public entity. So that's literally the state coming and personally participating in the act. That's not a third party group stalker, such as FedEx coming and participating in the act. Understand that distinction, the same exact demonic behavioral pattern. And the presence of the Los Angeles Police Department is beyond a coincidence as well. All right, so I will be specifically documenting it because that's going toward their prosecution, okay? And it is also relevant to their prosecution while LAPD threatens the target individual as you document them. This is how an entity acts together, and that's exactly how that entity that acts together is going to be punished. It is 8:20 a.m. This is the maintenance of the light source. By the way, the documentation already exists that the sun is over Economy N right now at 2301 South Euclid Avenue while you're looking at what is never going to be sunlight on building 1818, the building that the Los Angeles Police Department is flying over. The fact that this is in alignment to me, the fact that the light source is in alignment to me, the fact that the group stalkers flying the LAPD helicopter is flying in alignment to me is the pattern of conduct, not a coincidence. They are going to, not only is federal prison, but you're talking about the mental institution that they will be going to. The people of the state will not engage in acts of terrorism like this, which is supposed to be so profound and unheard of that they are supposed to be, the target individual is supposed to be falsely depicted as suffering from some mental incapacity. This is the malice that you're flipping on its head. They will be subject to what are mental examinations, and this is a documented act of terrorism, a specific act of terrorism that the people of the state are coming in commercial vehicles and engaging in with the people, and they are engaging in what is in concert with the corrupt law enforcement agency. I want to be clear, understand all facets of that which I just documented right now. It is 8:21 a.m. and I want to make sure that you see the light source and see the engineered light inside of my private space while I'm documenting it. That third-party group stalker is specifically documented already. I will remind you of their identity because they will be subject to what is mental facility, all right? And that is, again, reasonable based on the terrorism that they are subjecting an American citizen to, while they are, I also want to be clear, it's a picture of what is the malice and impunity of the people of the state. Psychopaths that are looking to the left and to the right, that are holding the hands of children, that are giving each other loving hugs while they know that they're being documented in the specific environment, and group stalking with engineered light with corrupt law enforcement agencies. Understand the psychopath that is pictured in that, because that's what they are and that's what they're doing. It's 8:22 a.m. There is no sun that's in Los Angeles. You're looking at the light source. And this is speaking to what is the fallacy of what's going on in the state of Florida, because they are not looking at the same sun, all right? There is no sun that's in the state of Florida. There's only one, right? And this one remains here all day long. And this is the light source that the LAPD is group stalking under. And this is the light source that the people of the state are group stalking under. And it is indeed one entity. As I break down everything that these demons are doing in concert. It is, again, 8:22 a.m. at Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles. I'm in the living room. You're looking at the light source, which remains present for the duration of the day. And it is 1806 North Alvarado Street. This is apartment number 6 on the 3rd floor. This is P.O.C.